Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my Game of Thrones Legends mobile game content. So tonight I saw something really interesting out in the X sphere or the Twitter sphere, and I wanted to talk about it because it is super cool and I think it portends great things to come in the future, hopefully. Now, if you have been paying attention, let me turn my sound off here real quick. If you've been paying attention to the game since it released, then you obviously know that there was a lot of things that did not get released with the game when it initially released. You may even be a beta player that was in the original testing phase of the game, and you've seen a lot of things that those of us that didn't play in the beta phase got to see. You've seen a lot of things that we haven't got to test. You've seen a lot of things that we haven't got to experience. And one of those things might actually be one of the races or factions in the game that you can play as. Because right now, if we look at our faction list, we can see there's Baratheons and Boltons and Brotherhood, Free Cities, Free Folk, the Greens, Greyjoy, the Lannisters, the Night's Watch, which I haven't seen yet, the Stark, the Targaryen, and then the subject of my video today, the White Walker. So as you can see right there, we have a filter for heroes of the White Walker faction. And it doesn't display anything when you select it because there are none. I can do that with, well, the Night's Watch. I guess we do actually have that faction in game, Samwell and Alliser. But the White Walker, which is the one I'm talking about tonight, is mysteriously absent. Well, today we saw a video where they said that all would be revealed soon. And it shown some things in the video that made me realize that, hey, maybe this is actually a White Walker reveal. Maybe this is them getting us prepped and ready for the White Walkers to be introduced into the game. So what I want to do is I want to go watch that video with you real quick, and we'll see kind of what we think about it. Okay, so here we go.
Investing isn't just for the elite few. It's a skill you can learn.
Investing isn't just for the elite few. It's a skill
Oh,
you can
come
learn.
on. I didn't want to hear that. Well, anyway, that was a very interesting video. Because in that video, I don't know who these people are. But if you'll look in her hand, you can see a card that she has in her hand that has the Game of Thrones Legends logo on it. So they're obviously talking about something, Game of Thrones Legends. And maybe it was from some event that I have not ever seen before that happened in the past. Maybe it's something to come in the future. I'm not really sure. But you can see in her hand there, they do have the logo emblazoned on the card, Game of Thrones Legends, that she's holding. So they're obviously talking about something, Game of Thrones Legends. And if we advance it on a little bit, we see a guy working on a CNC machine here. I don't know what he's making, but then we get treated to this little dude right here. I mean, that's obviously a White Walker. I mean, we've seen it in the show on HBO. That's one of the White Walker generals, not the Night King himself, but one of his main generals right there that we've seen in the show. So it's obvious that they're showing us this, and they say all will be revealed soon. I think it's a pretty safe bet to conclude that this means that the White Walkers are coming to the game soon. I mean, they are in the hero class filter, and we have known about this for a long time. So, I mean, they have to get released at some point. Why not now? Especially when the video says all will be revealed soon, and they show a picture of a White Walker. So that was really interesting. And then they also showed this little clip here that reminds us, if you remember, in the show on HBO when Arya went to train with the Faceless at their shrine, their temple, and she learned her skills of being able to don the face of many people. That's what this is from. Those are the faces that were in the holes in the wall, the repository, if you will. I thought that was kind of interesting as well, because I don't really know what that pertains to that could be released in the game, but maybe that is a faction as well. Something to do with that group, the nameless group. Possibly there's another version of Arya coming out that is part of that faction. Who knows? I'm guessing at this point, but this is kind of interesting that they would show the White Walker and then jump straight to this like that. I mean, kind of makes you go, So yeah. And then the rest of the video is just kind of some other stuff saying all will be revealed soon. And then we see this image of Cersei laying down asleep or dead. I don't know. But that's kind of interesting. And then they cut to some more of this stuff with this zombie-looking corpse-type look and some more White Walker look of costumes and items. And then they go into what is obviously a Winterfell-looking costume, and then obviously what we would consider a Jon Snow. You can see his sword there that he has on his hip, so it's obvious who this is. I mean, the uniform looks exactly like what he wore in the show, so I think it's a pretty safe bet that was supposed to be Jon Snow. So yeah, that was really interesting though, because that gave us a look at the White Walker. Will they be added into the game soon? It says all will be revealed soon, but my vote is for yes. So, I mean, with the addition of them in the hero filter, the video that we saw that was released today, I think it's a pretty safe bet that yes, they will be released soon. Also, one other thing that ties into this, if you look at Samwell and look at his skills, his leader ability says at the start of combat, Samwell debuffs enemy White Walkers with 30% defense for the rest of the battle, plus 5 hit points and plus 5% defense. So yeah, there you go right there. There's a leader ability that debuffs enemy White Walkers. I don't know if that's enemy hero player White Walkers or just enemies that you would fight in the campaign. I don't know, but that skill has to have a use at some point. I mean, right now I've just been kind of meh on Samwell's leader ability because it didn't really tie into anything that we knew of in the game at this time. But now we know that the White Walkers are coming soon, so this now has a lot more interest than it did before. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about your Samwell, about what you want to do with him. You can see I don't hardly have mine leveled up at all to his capacity because I just haven't been using him in my party, so I haven't wanted to put the silver towards him. I've been trying to put all my silver towards Ned and Grey Worm. But yeah, you can definitely see that now coming soon, hopefully he has a lot more utility than he did before. So anyway, I just wanted to bring you that interesting little video that was posted today, and hopefully we'll see the fruits of that come to the game soon with an update, probably right around the corner, being so they posted that video that says all revealed soon. I have a feeling we're going to see an update in a few days, and that would be really cool. So I thank you for your time. I thank you for watching my content. I appreciate you being on my channel. I know you've got 10 million other things that you could be doing today, but you chose to spend your time with me, and I really appreciate that. So be sure and check out the link in my description to my Discord server. If you're looking for a great place to chat and talk about the game, we got an open community, and we'll welcome you with open arms. We'd love to have you. So join us, and we'll see you around in Game of Thrones Legends. Just better hope you don't cross me in PvP, because I'll wreck you.